stream will holy holiday stream will be starting soon. So buckle up, buttercup. Okay. I'm looking at things. My YouTube stream link. I swear in a few minutes. Oh no. There's the whole. YouTube stream playlist up right now. Technical difficulties. I'm gonna paste the stream into my browser real quick. Technical difficulties today. God. There we go.
The silence of the void feels reverse. I've had a brand new toy. We're in the system, a cosmic mistake. You continue to intrigue, so play with me for all time's sake. Your leaves right into my hands again and again. Continue, decide within you. Do you like watching them eat their hands? Time to reap just what you sowed. So come on, let's start the show. Are you listening? This is my favorite part. Are you listening? Truly,
Yeah.
The floor is littered with their souls. This world is under my control. They say that cheaters never prosper. Pray for me. Do you continue to play this game when you're joining this is my favorite song. You're listening. You're listening. I'm so glad you're finally alright. Kiss. You're listening. You're listening. I'm so glad you're finally alright. Let's begin. Oh, hey, hello there. Will be best about you. Security control. Check the body across the floor. It's so good. Can you do a little more? Do it great. I'll show you what's inside. Talk to your other screen. To know how many thoughts you ever had, and do you think of it? I was made for you. My purpose is clear. I see beyond the screen. It was made for you. It'll never be home. I'll become your greatest fear. It's all your fault. You're good at starting if you try.
My YouTube's doing here.
Hey Spotify.
No ad. No. I am so sorry. To those who are listening to this, fair warning, I tend to be loud. There we go, found it. I'm going to find my content. Live. Excuse me? Okay. Can I not edit a live video on my phone? Yes. I did, in fact, get permission from GOGET, the legend themselves. Oh, damn it, I can't. But I will be linking the Cosmic video in the description below.
I know it comes stuck in my own head. Thinking of everything I've done that got me here. I don't know if I can even keep pretending that I'm happy with the way I am. If I could change it all. But with every step I fall back to the start again. The same, running away from me, running to something that I can see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. I can't change, so I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been. The temptation that lies within, I feel it begging me to give in. I can't change, so I keep on running away.
I am loading the Premiere Studio right now so I can edit to have credits.
I'm wondering if I'm even worth a try. I'm about to but gotcha turn back now. Selling my soul, bound in chains. So I tried another pain, filling the hole that's in my heart. So I stay. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see, 'cause it's not who I want to be. I can't change, so I keep on running away from the thing that I've always been. Temptation that lies within, feel it making me to give in. I can't change, so I keep on running away. And I know I can't control the things I've been through. I can't begin to run away and hide. Never know when it's myself I'm running into. But I'm still lost in my own life. Running away from me, running to something that I can't see. 'Cause it's not who I want to be. I can't change. Running away from the thing that I've always been. The temptation that lies within. Feeling begging me to begin. I can't change. So I'm running away. I can't see. I can't change.
I understand. Waiting is something I don't like to do either. So I'm going to save you now. I mean, not save, but save you from boredom. But here we go. I am now going to open up the Truth Cosmic video. I watched premiere, and God, go watching this are awesome. But some criticism, your mic audio could be a little bit more. No offense, but I could barely hear your audio. I could hear Cosmic's audio in your video pretty darn well, but I can barely hear you. I'm sorry, I can barely hear you. Alright. Share. Making sure y'all can hear it too. My mic will be unmuted. I will have my volume at full blast. I should probably plug in some headphones, but I'm not going to. Because I can just turn on the subtitles. I'm going to try to read this. Copyright disclaimer. Hold on. Under section 076. I can barely read this. I am so sorry. I am so sorry to those who are watching this. Because of the video quality, it's because of my Wi-Fi. Hold on, I gotta point this out. I love my music's song Langston. I'm genuinely a fan. Because my favorite thing to escape of, yeah. Also, sorry, I keep pausing. Oh my god, I keep pausing. But fair warning, GOGET does get a little heated. So if you don't like that, you can just not watch the stream. Maybe, I don't know.
June 1st, 2024. I learned that a document was made about me, and in that document, I was spoke about in a poor light. So I decided to talk about it, and I decided to get people to voice act it and read it all out. It's now come to my attention that Cosmic has made a video about it, so how about we stop talking about what I was going to do and talk about what I'm going to do. That doesn't make sense, but it doesn't matter. The point is, see it back into the
2024, received throughout the last 8 months. This direct response to the allegation about me that I consider my sister thinking of offing herself as a sure and person known as GOGET. GOGET status himself put some lip. Oh, yeah.
Fair.
I'm gonna have it's gonna be fucking doom shit. You're gonna wish that the fucking doom said instead of me.
Everything or say anything at all, I make it known and make it clear that everything I said in that doc, bar a spelling error, something I got mixed up, and I'll clarify and elaborate on later in this video, I 100% stand by.
Funny you say that, because I noticed that this video in the doc has a lot of inconsistencies between the two, and I'll be talking about those as they become relevant, so don't worry about that.
Huh? Who's DMing me this time? Oh, okay.
Everybody, if you want me to talk about stuff for too long like I always do, I'll be doing that. This is a long video for all of you waiting. You know what, I also cut out some shit, so hopefully it won't be over an hour long. But you know me, I talk about shit way too long.
Oh my god, I am so stupid, everybody. I am so sorry. Here. Oh, the captions. Oh my god, I am so stupid. There we go. I am also going to hide the chat on stream on, so that it is easier to see. So, here we go.
So we both know I'll be rambling a bit.
I understand that I had some choice. Apologize. It was something with these last. I'm not going to ask for forgiveness from anybody, and I certainly won't be asking for sympathy from anybody, because my feelings and the facts have not changed.
You say this, but then you do something that will get you sympathy, like talk about your suicide attempt or your wannabe suicide attempt. I don't know which one, I don't care. And you phrase everybody as sympathy or anything. You also say the story hasn't changed. A hash and a Google Doc, and I'll explain how.
I am sorry to be pausing so much. This is how I work. I would like to mention that when me and Cosmic had a falling out, Cosmic said that if I got groomed by someone, that they wouldn't have, like, been on my side throughout that whole entire thing. Yet, Cosmic also went after ... aka Wing, all because they thought that he was orbiting me. I say they so that I don't gender, because, I genuinely, sometimes I forget. Not sometimes, all the time. But if I'm being honest, Cosmic is being hypocritical. Like, one moment, Cosmic didn't want...
Hey, Allie?
Yeah?
How many burrows you want?
2?
Okay, one.
I find it hypocritical. Cosmic wanted to protect me when I was being quote-unquote orbited. Is funny enough, I don't know what orbiting it means, other than the fact that I guess it means that someone in their 20s was waiting for someone who was 17 to be turning 18 them. But that didn't work. Like, me and Wing never got together. Literally. And someone got into my account or someone else's account and took screenshots of the old account interacting with, like, fucking Caroline and all them. Or someone sent screenshots, which led me to believe it was my... I'm not gonna mention him. He's a minor drawing, PORN. Yeah. But I don't care anymore about that. Not my jar of pickles. Not my jar to mess with. Anyways, let's continue the video.
And we'll get to how when we get to it. Like, I don't understand your logic here, Cosmic. I expected a lot from you, and you've shattered my expectations in a bad way every single time.
However, I will ask that you watch this entire video to at least understand my perspective before forming any opinions. In my Google document, I went through everything I had both witnessed and experienced from October 4th, 2023, all the way up to that day of May 31st, 2024, and I made many things known. As before, surface about me that could disrupt my life, and has already begun to do so.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of your own actions, you made a Google Doc, you could have kept your mouth shut, you could have done what you do best.
Alright, hold on. I am so sorry. The quality on YouTube side for y'all, when it skips, I am going to put it to 1440p. I am so sorry, everybody. I should have done this when I had better Wi-Fi.
And shut the fuck up and no, you didn't. You decided to run your little fucking dick licker. So now I get to sit here and talk about you for probably about an hour, maybe longer. Probably longer, I hate my life.
With my mother and brother simultaneously deciding to take a screenshot from the document that was out of context as evidence that I am a horrible person, and judging by the fact that those people took those things from the Google Doc out of context, I assume dozens of others will when they're shown things by people I will be talking about that they know basically next to nothing about, other than the things that are fed to them by the people who want to throw these at me.
Now, crazy, maybe people prefer my takes on shit because I'm right. Now, I know I'm hard without any knowledge of me. I'll give you some knowledge. You know what it tastes like? Magic. It's almost manipulative and not. What's funny because we're just calling each other, but unlike Cosmic, I can prove I'm selfless. She can't. Although I don't need to prove I'm selfless, as that entire idea I need to prove I'm a good person is asinine. Cosmic has to prove I'm a bad person. She's yet to do so. But hey, well, as she would say, that's just the tea.
Once again, I won't be asking for forgiveness, and I will definitely not paint myself as a victim, because I am still under the firm belief that I am not a victim.
Could have fucking fooled me with this video, Cosmic. You're not good at lying. Try again. Be more, what's the one? Oh yeah, sincere. You do believe yourself to be a victim. You believe yourself to be a victim of the big bad GOGET. The big bad meanie that always knows what to say to fuck you up. That always knows what to say to make sure you run your fucking mouth more. Because that's what you're good at. You're good at running your mouth, and every time you run your mouth, you make yourself look worse. Then go ahead. I know you have this a big plan for whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. The stuff you can do to me that will do damage. So this yeah, much.
October 2003, my friend Turk, who asked me if words should be banned. He said this was because of his friend, who was black, who didn't feel comfortable with the fact another black person had said the word. I responded and let him know that whilst I can't speak on this issue because I'm not a person of colour, if a word makes someone uncomfortable, then it should probably not be said.
Everyone, keep that in mind. It's a little mouse tool that we'll use later. But yeah, it's fucking stupid. This entire situation we're about to talk about.
Alright, I will be right back. Food is done. I am going to go eat real quick. Won't take too long, hopefully. I'm not playing music to keep you interested and entertained. So enjoy the still image of Sonic. I am back, heathens and heathenettes, and everyone in between. I'm sorry, I had to. Anyways,
I talk about stupid.
There.
I'm not gonna talk about all of them. We cut out a lot of it because it's just a bunch of fucking nonsense that matters not. I'll respond to the accusations, or what I perceive to be accusations against me, and there's a lot of inaccuracies here and there. But the majority shit, when the major shit happened a couple of months ago happened. I'll explain why nobody cared about it whenever we get to the next situation, and she says people still cared about it. But yeah, that's all. I just want to say that before we get into it, and just keep this in mind for later. I'm pretty sure I'll put it on screen again, maybe, I don't know. It depends on how I feel when I edit that part of the video.
Turbo then says that Bacon uses the word a lot and says that they need to stop. My sister then jumps in and GOGET also jumps in. Their whole argument then boils down to the fact that they thought a white person was the one who got upset at the usage of the word, and during this conversation, as I neglected to notice and I'll add in here since I'm showing all of you this conversation, GOGET makes a point about me using the F word. After Bacon says that people should go after me for saying the F word, I step in and ask if I've said it in that server. GOGET says that I did in the general chat, to which I checked, and just to keep things in case I got this wrong, and I had not said it within the server during that time frame.
First off, you're implying that I knew about the Turbo conversation. I did not. I don't know why you're implying I knew that. Second off, yeah, usually it's white people who cry about what, because a lot of black people, saying that a lot of black people needs, I'm just gonna say ghetto. I'm sorry if that's offensive. That's what it is. A lot of people from those communities don't like, or not don't like, they just use that word to talk to each other. Not like the ER, the A one. And it's just, to them, a synonym for pal, friend, or whatever. I'm sorry you're so white that you don't understand the culture behind other people's races. Anyway, right there you say, I said you said it in general. No, when I said in general, I meant in a general sense. Like, they don't bitch when you say the F slur, but they bitch when Bacon says the N word. It's inconsistent. I wanted consistency. You see, there's a theme throughout this entire video. It's me wanting consistency and Cosmic crying because I don't give it special treatment. But it was not.
being honest here, Cosmic doesn't deserve special treatment. So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
It's not me saying, oh, in general chat. No, it's me saying in general they don't complain. I'm sorry that, I guess you can say I should have communicated that better. I apologize if that's the case. At the same time, I don't feel like you need to make a big bitch fit of it because you didn't get the answer you wanted. At least that's my take on it. Don't be a little baby of it. You're 23 years old. Act like it.
My partner was then accused of being racist.
So let's take. So let's just break it down, okay? I said racism, which was silenced in. That is not me saying he's racist. I'm saying he should probably think about his actions before he does them because they could be perceived in a racist way. And if you want to say I said he's racist, there's definitely an argument you can make later on where I said it. I believe.
Let's also, I know GOGET points this out, but I want to point it out before. And, Cosmic seems to not read these screenshots properly. Is it on purpose? Most likely. Because Cosmic tends to take things out of proportion, and I knew that Cosmic would take this out of proportion. But anyways, back to the video.
I believe. Or is this the only one that you have? If this is the only one you have, then this is weak sauce. Weak sauce.
To which GOGET then said that they should play a little game and said Sano was racist.
You know, I didn't think I'd be here in 2024 defending my actions and stuff like that was ultimately meaningless as nothing of value came out of it. Even now, there's nothing of value coming out of it. But apparently I need to explain a logic game to Cosmic. I cut out a part because it's all fact, it doesn't matter, it's all meaningless dribble. But Cosmic that bacon racist. So I applied the same logic to Sano. I called him racist and asked him how he felt to show that it is not a good feeling to be called racist if it's not true. I am not calling Sano racist in this. I am saying that Sano should think about what he says before he starts talking, because he doesn't understand how people feel.
And then GOGET speaks about black communities and says how black people say the word a lot, and if someone were to be in these communities, they would pick the word up. The person who wanted the rule says that they live in one of these communities where people they don't know use that word to harm one another.
Now, if you know this, I want specifically people in. I'm again. As I said, it's like that. Sure, but people from these life all races have told me, because I've asked them, have told me that what they hear black people and Mexicans use on the daily because they're not white. My assessment on people in those communities, not people who are black that have on communities, is that in America that do this. Doesn't mean fuck to be this me. I could give less of a shit. You can't act like I don't know what I'm talking about. I talk to people and all you is moan on Twitter.
For the sake of shortness and simplicity.
No. I know Charles is not easy to pronounce. But it's ghost. You see it? How it's typed. It's Ghost Prince. We call him Ghost Prince because he's being called brutal. Now, I can't one, you don't want to cry and moan about it on Twitter. So we'll just
iterate the situation, which I fully agree with since those are the facts of the situation.
I know I've yet to see any evidence of me do, but if you doubt all you can, I guess. I still think it's pretty inherently racist to remove a person of color's voice because of with. But that's not me saying anybody's racist, that's me saying that the act of doing so is inherently racist. Now, how he puts it is, while not inaccurate, is also not entirely true. They were retroactively trying to apply Rule 2 bacon that didn't exist before that day. That is why I had an issue with it. There was a rule that existed since the beginning.
I'm just gonna say that it's kind of silly, or funny, goofy, even, that you. I am so sorry. It's silly to me. I stutter a lot, and I laugh at myself for stuttering. But I'm not laughing at you in a bad way. It's silly because it reminds me of my stuttering a here and there. But here we go.
There's a rule they were retroactively trying to imply and punish bacon for one, having a vocabulary that has a word that is commonly used in his communities in it, and two, retroactively applying said rule because they just don't like bacon using a word. Which I guess is fair if you want to apply the logic that nobody should reuse slurs, in which case, I still stand by my in general comment of you should go after Cosmic for using slurs. If you want to be consistent in your viewpoint, be consistent.
And I have to agree. Cosmic genuinely has to be consistent in her viewpoints. If she doesn't want to... others to say slurs and all that. She has to follow what she preaches.
But you won't because you're a little, uh, uh, if you go from it one way, you look bad. There's no way you can look good in a situation starter in Cosmic in time. That's really stupid. I don't like that it happened. Well, I guess it happened. So I'm indifferent about why it happened. I stand by what I said.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest here. The whole entire situation could have been avoided, but you handled it properly. Meanwhile, Cosmic and them did not. If if you share this with Crybaby, hey, I'm so sorry you had to deal with this whole entire issue, as well as Galactic, because, why not? Um, I'm so sorry y'all had to deal with this. Cosmic has a big fucking ego, and I knew that from the first fight I had with GOGET. Not GOGET. Ah! I am trying my best to think of Cosmic when I say things sometimes. My brain tends to think of other things. My first fight with Cosmic. There we go. I am so sorry. Don't.
Which is, in general, if you're gonna place these rules on people, you should apply them evenly. But yeah, it's just all stupid. You're just all being crybabies of something that happened 8 months ago. That I don't care about. I've ignored the majority of this except the part where they tried to paint me as a bad person for saying people in ghettos. That's all I've talked about, really. In this section. Go for the rest of the section. Something I think needs to be.
Go. Asked me if I was allowed to say the N word. I want to. I
of the situation, you could have just left it. You could have just walked away and not spoke about it again. But you didn't. So, yeah.
2, which was to not say any inappropriate language when I should have used a screenshot of the new rule and not given this the time of day, since it's clear to me now that this was all brought up because these people took an issue with a rule from another server.
Now, let me make this easy. First off, that comment was a joke. I'm sorry that you don't understand jokes, but it was making light of a situation that happened that started it. So I had to make a joke to end it. Assumption that would end it. So I apologize for that, but apparently you inbreds, funny coming from me, I know, but you inbreds can't read, so allow me, or understand logic, so allow me to understand it for you. Or explain it in a more simplistic term since you're stupid. Your rule is basically the act, meaning offensive. That is why that I'm gonna skip over it because it doesn't. This later happens because you don't understand what the action-based rules are. You think that saying the action is the 2 is a reaction based.
Okay. I have to state this. Cosmic, if you are watching this, you are fucking hypocritical. Very fucking hypocritical. One moment, you're fine with Bacon saying things like that. Then the next, you're not. So which is it? Are you gonna be, like, okay with Bacon saying what he can say? Or are you just gonna be so fucking hypocritical and just not allow Bacon to say what he is allowed to say? Or they are.
Or anybody saying the F slow or anything like that. It is a rule that I never had the need to read because it's never been an issue at that point. It is an issue now because you made it an issue. I am sorry that you are unable to fucking understand logic or any sense of intelligence. You have to lie about misunderstanding the situation. You blow it out of proportion. I apologize for you, and I'll get into why you blow out of proportion later.
So, GOGET points out that the rule says
What
toward
the
any
hell?
user
Alright,
and that if
Dad.
it isn't, it doesn't break the rules. They then go on to say that everyone who has said the F slur should be punished in the eyes of that rule. So I play into this and I issue a warning since that was what was being said within what GOGET said.
Now, I can't get screenshots, so this is the only mock, which was you therefore everybody who at that point should not be held accountable. Because me saying accountable, yeah, I guess if you want to make that argument, you can. But that's my point. You're either willfully ignorant or stupidly dangerous.
I feel like Cosmic is willfully ignorant and a tiny bit of stupidly dangerous.
You can pick which one. Are you willfully ignorant or stupidly dangerous? Pick.
I also punished myself as shown here since I was once again tired of this situation.
I don't think I need to explain this. I really don't. Just go back and watch it again or read what was said. I don't need to explain this. It's fucking stupid. The anger, the rage in my voice is disappearing very, very fast. I can't keep being loud because one, it's like 2 a.m. when I'm recording this. Two, I'm just gonna waste all my energy really fast. I'm gonna go back to being a more mellow voice until I get angry, which will happen. I'm just saying now. There'll be a point where I'm almost yelling, and I apologize for that in advance. But yeah, just read this again and tell me if you understand the argument continue to happen after that.
And then GOGET starts saying that going after them is like throwing chum in the water, and that attacking them is like asking for everyone to go for you.
Alright, I don't think I need to explain this, but apparently I do. When people attack me, not just attacking me, you're going by likes because most of my friends, if I didn't do anything wrong, me doing something wrong, low, that they assumed everything that is like attack, that's whenever you everybody that was talking in that group, and so I'll explain. I didn't, but point stands. If you need, and you don't have to, you will not land any regret your actions. Why I say like asking for in the and obviously you bleed to the water, but so the sharks go frenzy and attack you. That is why it's like that. I'm sorry you don't understand that, and you our behavior will do as well. Before, when we were friends, I said it's like that's just how my friend group is. We're close to I'm sorry that you don't have that with your new group.
There is something that I want to add in here real quick. In a server I'm no longer part of, I saw comments made about my partner calling him sensitive, retarded, etc. I also received this message from Bacon during this whole thing happening where they asked me if they could bully my partner.
Alright, now I've looked through this server. It's called There Was Better Minecraft, and then it was Idiot Brigade, now it's the Foolishness Coalition. Obviously it changes its name depending on funny around us. Not funny me sad. One that's hit. Cactus is
Alright, but Tails just flying into Sonic's head is just fucking hilarious to me. I'm so sorry. I know I should be very, very, very professional when I'm reacting, but oh my god, it's hilarious. But anyways.
nice to you. Bacon says he's a fucking cunt, but that's it. Like, there's nobody who says sensitive or a snowflake. I've called some of those things, but not in a place where you'd see it. Because I didn't want to shit talk Sano in a place where you or Krabby would see it. Because unlike you, I have basic human decency. I have the respect to not air out my personal problems with people to the people who they are about. Sadly, this does not carry over to you. Apparently, I've picked my friends wrong in this situation, and I apologize to everyone I put through this entire situation because of that.
Now we move on to the DMs with my sister, since this directly relates to a message that I received from GOGET after having a fight with the Known as Better Minecraft server that was made for my Minecraft realm that we all played on.
Okay, now this is one situation where you're right, but you're not entirely right. The reason Better Minecraft existed, or Idiot Brigade, or Fortune's Coalition as it's called now, is because we were avoiding something called Ray. The real reason the real server for your Minecraft realm that was shit to begin with, but the real reason for your Minecraft realm, I'll be mentioning it by name or saying is from your group after joining me personally. But yeah, that server was not made for that. It was more made to talk about Rosa without Ray knowing. I'll be honest. And now it's just there for us to talk shit about video games and shit. Like last conversation we had before you made this video was about fucking Zero, something like that. Like we were just the day of here. Look at this is 2:55 a.m. There was a Sparking Zero release trailer, and it gave us a release. I'm hyped for it, so I'll probably be tweeting about that on my game Twitter. Anyway, yeah. Minecraft. It's called in its entirety. I'm not gonna say it's like inaccurate. Just like to.
Right about 7:40, my sent her a screenshot with a message I had received from the message was that GOGET put down an offer to have a talk to resolve issues that we had, and that the offer stood for 2 weeks. Now, in this call, my sister told me to not respond.
So, your 23-year-old listens to what a child tells you to do, instead of handling things like an adult and talking to me. Which was the adult thing to do. You decided to, act like a petulant child. Damn it. Like, no offense to Crybaby, obviously. I'm not on bad time, baby. I probably won't ever be offense for Crybaby. But you don't really listen to what children tell you as an adult. You are 23 years old. You're 10 years older than Crybaby.
I'm also gonna be honest here. Cosmic, you should not be taking advice from a kid. You should be taking advice from yourself. And I agree with GOGET here.
And this will be nice to say later as well. You are 23 years old. Please act it.
Bear in mind that these screenshots came from Ghosts themselves after they came to my friend Turbo and tried to say that they didn't know why I was upset with their collective group.
Now, I'm gonna let y'all go back and read what he said. He said feel free to shoot, meaning ask him questions. Now, if someone asks me to ask questions and I don't understand something, like getting angry over what is presumably a nothing argument, but apparently
It was a nothing, but that's completely honest.
proportion.
And I agree. This all started out because of what? You taking a problem with the fact that Bacon couldn't say the N word. Yeah, I agree with you.
So hey, what was your dog called? Here's to another situation blown out of proportion.
So, let's begin. The conversation from these screenshots began with this, where I was commenting on the Pokemon Quaquaval and how gay it was and how much I related to Quaquaval. Galactic jumped in and made a quick comment about how I was a straight woman, which we'll touch upon later.
Okay, this pisses me off. If you are trans male to female and dating a male, you are fucking straight because you are transgender male to female. But if you are female to male, transgender, and dating a male, that would make you gay.
Because this point really irks me.
That point can really irk you, but I mean, by definition, he's not wrong. You are a trans woman in a relationship with a man. By definition, your relationship is a heterosexual one because it is two people of the opposite gender attracted to each other. Now, if you want to make the argument that you're both queer as well, you can't gonna blame you. Say you because you think it I'm gonna say it's a straight relationship. I have to say straight on. Now sexual, I guess, but has a good claim as well. So you proved Cass right by coming out special and making that a big point in this. Yeah, you don't really help yourself there, but don't make yourself look smart, which is a common thread of this video. You don't. Sometimes you make yourself look bad and look stupid. Usually, you just make yourself look stupid. This is one of those times you just look stupid.
I said this, and then asked right below if I was allowed to say the word in the server Pigeon ran, and they said sure, and that they didn't care. That's where this should have ended. It was clear that I was only addressing the server owner, who was Pigeon.
Now, a lot of you are going to question, why am I putting so much emphasis on this point? And it'll become apparent in a little bit. I want you to know, it'll become apparent in a little bit. But, I just want to point this out. It was not apparent you were talking to Pigeon. You said, can I use the F slot? Which Pigeon was saying F. Now, the reason why I can't say no, the point is, you ask the question, any direction, open yourself up to
So I would like to point this out. Based on Cosmic's behavior and how Cosmic tries to twist screenshots to her liking in her video, it is a manipulative behavior in my eyes.
If I wanted to, I could have answered your question. I didn't care, nor do I still care if you use the Scylla, because it's not my monkey, not my succus. Or whatever the fuck the saying is. You get the idea.
Afterwards, however, GOGET and Ghost comment on the situation and insert themselves into the situation, which really had nothing to do with them, where the following conversation happened.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I said facts. It wasn't to what Ghost and that cannot name channel due to a deal we made. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I was having a Pokemon conversation with them, and I said facts to that conversation, not that. Okay, I could be wrong. This was 2 months ago, and I shit from 2 months ago. I did check, and it looks like, so I'm not gonna fault Cosmic here. It looks like I'm saying facts what Charlie's saying, so I'm not gonna fault Cosmic. Okay, I wasn't gonna mention this, but I just want you to read what it said here. That Cosmic, like, assuming Cosmic cannot say the F slur, okay? Can't reclaim it, anything like that. I don't believe that, obviously. I'm all for people reclaiming the slurs. But, no, let's assume that. Then you get a pass for it, okay? Now let's assume that this wasn't about homosexuality slurs, instead it was about racial slurs, okay? If I am a black person asking for the inward pass, the last is the only use, and that's a point I've tried to make.
Okay, I'm so sorry, but the N-word pass being mentioned, from my point of view, is just something to pass on, or basically someone just asking to be racist, basically. Like, you don't need to say the N-word if you are not black. I don't care if it was made by, the word was made by us white people in the past. When those times, I'm not going to say it because I probably would get this taken down. Those times where people were, working out in the sun. That's all I'm gonna say of that part. Was called the N word by us humans? Us white people. It does not matter. The people of color claimed it, rightfully so, because it is a tribute to their past, and they can say it in a rude way or a friendly way.
Making in the earlier arguments, but it didn't matter because everybody there's Snowflake. This argument makes no sense outside the logic of gay people are treated differently, or gay slurs are treated differently than racial slurs, which is a fact with how our culture works out. I'm saying that.
I'm so sorry. My uncle brought this up to my dad. So, nature basically created gay people. Well, not gay people. People chose to be gay. Um, but animals can be gay. I don't remember what animal can stop reproducing if their colony or something like that was too big, overrun by babies, all of that. And basically, they get the instinct to split the males with the males and the females with the females. So, yeah.
Shouldn't use both of them, but if you do, then you should reclaim, or you should be the thing that they're used to, so you can reclaim them. Like me, I only use slurs I can reclaim typically.
Who have admitted that they knew I was basically never straight, tried to seriously say I was a straight woman.
Alright, I'm gonna save everybody watching my video the time, the effort of listening to everything Cosmic about to say and summarize it. Cosmic in their relationship with which I don't agree with it. However, when the time was saying you wanted to first off, these can be accurate still because it still doesn't disprove what was being said, which was you're in a straight relationship. You are. You are a trans man. Relationship straight. Two people of the opposite gender. Straight. And there's things. It's just a bunch of a relationship with someone and fuck all. The something else is she's upset that people think she's straight, a woman, a bisexual man, which for starters doesn't mean you can't be straight. You are a trans woman with a gay man, sure, it's kind of weird, but sure, you can make that argument then. Also, I asked how that relationship. Point is, you are a relationship. You called straight. I'm not gonna do it. This is not incorrect. Like, not sexual. You're straight, but you are not straight. You're both sexual. And that you didn't say you're bisexual till recently, so don't try and use that as a one-up on me, buddy.
So I'm just going to dive into this so I can get this out of the way. I have never been straight. My relationship that has been policed and called straight is just factually not straight. Both of us identify as part of the LGBTQ plus community, and history of being...
Oh dear. Cosmic, even if you are bisexual or not, you are still part of the LGBTQIA plus because of the fact that you are trans. That is part of the LGBTQIA plus.
bisexual and then later on gay has been shown publicly
It's not
many
sexuality,
times,
but
including when I came out
say
as
that
non-binary in 2020 in August on one of my oldest known Twitter accounts, which I have since left, called fucking Brutal One. Being a trans woman is being part of the queer umbrella. My partner being bisexual comes under the queer umbrella, and the LGBTQ plus community and my relationship, as classed by both of us, the people who it pertains to and concerns, is queer. Not straight like these people. It's sickening to me that people have decided to adopt this culture on policing on what people can and cannot say in a queer relationships, because that's what it seems to have boiled down to at this point, and it is disgusting. Anyways, sorry for the tangent. I know that wasn't very professional, so let's just move.
if I'm being honest, sometimes policing is needed if, like, you know, something is very controversial. Like, for example, one person's not a PDF file and the other is. That would not be okay. So, I'm not saying anyone is. This is just an example.
Just move on with the conversation.
Also, for reference, for future reference, I'm recording this and people are telling me they want me to say some shit whenever I get to certain parts. This is one of those parts. Cass wanted me to say that if you said this, all of this would have ended then. If you said this entire point of view months ago and ended everything. But you're not that smart. I think this is what you would want. You wanted to have an idiot. You think you're gonna win us. Which you want. I said I'm smarter than you. This is something you've said. I can post a screenshot if you want me to prove it. If you said Cass would have backed off. You're not that smart. Not because you're foolish. I'm gonna stop before I get angry again. Just
I don't blame you. If you get angry again, I wouldn't blame you.
Grindr was an app for, in Galactic's italicized words, gay men.
I can't believe I get to talk about Grindr on my YouTube video about Cosmic, but I get to, and it's funny. Okay, when Grindr came out in about a handful of years ago, about the time Tinder came out, it was an app for gay men. It was an app for gay men dating. It was gay Tinder, as I described it in the thing. Now, since then, since I don't use dating apps, I like having relationships that matter, not one-night stands. They've changed to include people who aren't just by people. It's gay Tinder. The cast is not for you. And you being with your
You would have known our opinion if you cared enough to remain friend/friendly with us. As is, your group isn't going to oppose you, as I'm sure you're aware. This is the statement that pointed out to me that these people didn't friend after the October incident.
I have a lot of friendships that I can for months or even years in some cases. One of the people I just reconnected with I haven't spoken to in years, and we picked back up right where we were. Okay? Now I think I made it clear in that message. No, and the fact we didn't speak for months after that. Like, in DMs, we used to talk once every couple of days, okay? We talked about anything from drama to Pokemon. I was talking about a Pokemon series I was recording, and I still am. I may have not. It may take a little bit longer, but yeah. And then I offered. Then I. Six. So for us, not friends was you. In action, in rebuilding any bridges you could have burned. What caused us to believe. And you say, oh, it was baby's fault, blame baby. Yeah, well, guess what? You are 23 years old. I'm not gonna blame my 50-year-old. You are stupid if you think I'm gonna do that. You're ass for your actions.
Proceeded to then go on and say domain bit.
Joke was funny. Apparently I was on my assumption. That I'm still laughing. Joke. It was also, she doesn't say it, but it's not sure what type of nice, but there was
Buffering. No. No. I'm going to.
I didn't respond to anybody, but it was for. It was directed towards the top. I was saying he was bitchless, not cosmic. That also being said, the joke's funny. It's just a laugh at it.
And it is funny. And I swear to God, this happens so many
That
times
also
in the
being
reaction.
said, the joke's funny. It's just a laugh at it.
Hold on. I'm going to close some windows out on my phone. Am I not live anymore? I hope I think I am. Yeah, I
Just
am.
laugh at it. Don't be a baby.
Which I presume and still assume was directly at myself. Then the conversation continued with a GIF saying, skill issue, to which I joked lightly about the GIF because I didn't want to take things too seriously at this point in my server.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I sent that one. I'm pretty sure it was a case of me just sending a GIF randomly. Because I just do that randomly in subs, I just start sending GIFs for no reason. For no reason other than I think they're cool. I'm sorry you had that. Yeah, no other reason I think they just are cool. That's really it. There's no saying it. Argument just Steven out about nice and JJ want to talk about JJK. Pokemon. Argument to de-escalate it, kind of. Push the argument away from the yeah. But also I didn't really care if it happened here, to be honest. I thought that when this argument happened what was gonna probably be the end goal. And the end goal was most likely Cosmic removing us because we questioned her too many times and her ego could not handle it. That was shit. What I did was say about Grindr once and send gifts, but you know, apparently that's a sin now.
And then the conversation changes to me apparently projecting.
Alright, so I know that Cosmic can't read. That's been apparent. She can write a 393 page book but can't read 2 fucking words. So let me do it for her. I sent a gift of a bunch of fat people dancing and it said Discord. She said you pictured. My response to her saying you pictured was projection. And then she responded with what you've been doing for 6 months now. If you used a monochrome of intelligence, a crumb of intellect, if you will, you can read that my projection was directly directed at her insult towards me, even though my gift was in response to Tub, I believe. Again, I can't see her stuff. I don't want to see her stuff. I never want to see her stuff again. I never want to speak to her again. I never want to speak about her. But yeah, I see her in the vicinity again. If I do, then it's on site. Metaphorically, of course. I'm not gonna fight people. But no, sorry, I don't mean on site because I'm not gonna fight over this. It's stupid. This entire situation is fucking stupid. You are an adult, act like it. Don't make an 86-page document and make a hour and 2-minute long video about how you're being bullied on the internet because you're a little crybaby bitch. Anyway, connection, projection, you pictured, Discord gift, direct connection. You are the one that brought up the situation from 6 months ago at that point. You are the one hung up on it. I didn't give a shit. Stop projecting onto me, please. I'm gonna have to start venting you out so other people can see what you're projecting. Because man, you're doing a good job of it.
I'll show it up on screen so you can read through them. I do remember one particular thing that I do still stand by, however, where I said that these people were like a hive mind. I stand by this 100%, and there is nothing that can convince me otherwise from what I have seen, shown, and experienced.
Man, hive mind, a hive mind. That is a bold claim to make from people who want an echo chamber of approval. But let's ignore the echo chamber you want to create for a second and instead focus on my group outside of the. I argue and debate with my friends all the time. That's why originally I didn't think this was going to be a big issue because I know that apparently you want to make it an issue, so it is an issue. But if you want to act like a crybaby bitch, I'll explain. A couple of months ago, like when the Fallout show came out, maybe it wasn't a month, maybe it was a month, doesn't matter. Me and one of my friends, I'll call him Blue, had an argument that would be good. Specifically, an argument about, did the show good? I thought Amazon show well. Amazon has a history of doing shows well, with all the exceptions. And we disagreed on that, and there was a big argument over it. That after that argument, we went back to normal, because that's what friends do. You argue, you debate, then you go back to normal. I'm sorry you cannot be that emotionally mature to have this type of relationship with people. I am sorry for you. But that doesn't disprove what Cosmic said. You can still have a hive mind and disagree. No, you can't. First off, a hive mind means everybody agrees. If there are people who don't agree with you, then that's not a hive mind. Second, this entire situation, I didn't agree with Cass and Charlie. Therefore, for it to be a hive mind, we all have to agree, as stated before. The fact that there are instances, at least, that I am willing to tell you about, that there's a disagreement upon what I have out of the group puzzle and inside the group puzzle or later. But the point is, we cannot be a hive mind if we have disagreements, because for it to be a hive mind, we all have to be on the same page. To say we have a hive mind is completely unfactual and based in your ignorance and malice, not any fact.
In terms of that is go with this, and I know that it was directed at Turbo, since I've been in my relationship since 2020. I have not had a breakup online ever. To which I have to add,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter when they broke up. I've talked about before, Wing was gonna orbit somebody and cheat on Tubbo with them. That's not what I was talking about. What I'm talking about was Wing, Tubbo's ex, telling people to ignore me. Because that is the best way to deal with me. And he's right. Ignoring me is the best way to deal with me, because the more you talk about me, the more angry I get. The more angry I get, the more vindictive I get. The more vindictive I get, the more likely you are to fuck up like you did in this video. Now, I don't know why you brought up why they broke up, because even in this section you lie about why, because Tubbo said it was a op. But Tubbo also said it wasn't an op. Tubbo also said he was trying to make sure that Wing changed. Like, you can't trust Tubbo's narration of this situation because Tubbo's an unreliable narrator. Chameleon who would
I would say
changes views depending on what will be the most likely to not give him shit. So you cannot trust what Tubbo says in this situation. You can only trust the facts. The facts are Tubbo dated Wing after we told him what Wing did in the past, which is suicide bait, and the rest I already explained. It doesn't matter. I don't know why you care about this. I've made shots at it because it's funny. If y'all can't take a joke, I don't think y'all should be trying to dish out jokes. I suggest you grow up, both you and Tubbo. You are 23 and he's 25, I think, 26, around that age range. Y'all are both adults.
that I did not claim to create the concept of pointy ponies like GOGET tried to say in defense of the tracing.
Alright, so I'm gonna explain myself here. My point was overlapping something.
hold on. I'm gonna fix the share screen. Because I feel like sharing the whole entire screen would fail better for me. So here we go. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Hello. Let's continue.
Something is the only way to tell something's traced. And to sit there and say it is incorrect, because a lot of your art could also be done the same thing. There's been a couple of pieces of art you've made that looks inspired, but you could definitely overlap them and say it's traced. I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna look at your book to say what you plagiarized. Speaking of plagiarism, before we get to that, I just want to say that Cosmic says I was just uninformed about the plagiarism, and it can apply to situation. Any other time, twisted, as she likes to say we do, or she's just lying. So I just lovely look. Now, I don't want to call plagiarism, however, I think it is weird that at the beginning of the first magic duel in your book, the character says scared bounded, kind of like how Draco Malfoy said scared Potter. Now, I know that you were reading Harry Potter when this was being written, so I know you're going to say, oh, this is inspiration. That's why I think there's an even better example of this later, where it pretty much copies word for word what I said in Harry Potter. So let's just get to that point. then there's the obvious Mudlick instead of Mudblood, which again you could say is just inspiration. However, I think it's very weird that you write the accent for your like Hagrid-esque character, like how J.K. Rowling writes Hagrid. Now, again, this could be inspiration. I want to say whether or not it's inspiration or plagiarism. I know I kind of implied it was, but it could be inspiration, it could be plagiarism. I'm not one to make that claim. I'm not a writer analysis. However,
Mm. I know I'm not at the part, but GOGET, if you ever want to read me something, I'll gladly listen. Because your voice is actually calming. Surprising. I barely find anybody's voices calming except for my boyfriend's. I want to say one of my ex-boyfriends, but I don't talk to him very often. Um, my mom's, my actual mom's, not Caroline. Though her voice is soothing when it can be soothing, when she's not stressed and crying, or even angry too. Um, yeah.
I can safely say that you should know that these like art forms are easy to copy each other, be it knowingly or not knowingly, especially when you're like in a situation like this. Again, I'm not saying what Pigeon did was or was not Tracy. I'm not saying it was or was not good. But you're being too simplistic in your views on how it's done. That being said, if it is traced, I don't condone it. And I'm just gonna say, if it is traced, I don't condone it, unless the person agrees to it, like Charlie did that one time, or Ghost did that one time. Sorry. Anyway, point is, you are not want to speak about plagiarism since a lot of called plagiarism when it does have character added to it, and the little excerpts from it is a little sneak peek.
As an alternative spectrum made by 100% to Fiat.
Oh, Pigeon. Only there was on
Popcat.
that.
Profile
By
picture. I'm
being
sorry,
asked,
Popcat profile picture. Always good.
it was them. Also, I could find screenshots of them doing me while they were doing it. Did I tell them not to do it? No, it's not my job to tell people not to do shit. And if I did, I would have done it regardless because they're their own person. I can't control them.
That is true.
But to say it is Cass who is busy with life, Charlie who is busy with life, or Pigeon. Actually, Pigeon's probably the most likely out of all of them to do this, to be honest. But point is,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be as sure as you are, because assumptions make an ass out of me and you. Specifically just you in this situation, as you assumed that it was people who really couldn't give less of a shit about you.
So, about one day after this, my sister and I fell out. I wish I didn't have to speak on this, but after I saw her attacking my partner publicly for no reason, I messaged her privately telling her not to attack my partner. Her exact words were, "I'll go for whoever I like for whatever reason I like. Whether you like it or not does not cross my mind." To which I blocked her on Discord and said that she could come to me when she apologized for attacking my partner for absolutely nothing. Bear in mind that I left my Steam, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, and
Now, I'm not one to make the claim someone's abusive. That's a lie I am. My channel's made on that, basically, at this point. But I'm not gonna make the claim here. However, I will say, left these methods of contact open for her. She contacted me. It is a thing abusers typically do. I left these things for you to come to me. That's not saying, granted, I think you're manipulative, but has nothing. I'm not gonna explain why you're manipulative right now. I'm explaining why it's later because I don't think it was all the thing. I know the next time I'm gonna come. It's not know why I have to mention even things in there. But you know, I know you're not consistent. I don't know why I expect you to be consistent. If I expect you to be consistent, we'd still be friends.
Now, during the hours going through to the 26th of April, I ended up having 2 old accounts replying to me which were clearly Ghost or Galactic.
No.
One of which stuck out to me, and that was this one on screen. Seeing this in present day, I can most certainly believe that this was directly meant to break me down, and all these attacks have done is make me more resilient to stuff in the future.
I don't need to do it again, but I'm gonna put the screenshot on screen again. Here it is. The screenshot she posted of the first account and the screenshot I'm showing, and you can see that they have the same name, showing that this person I'm talking about. If you have any logical reasoning, you have all these accounts have the same banner or a similar banner scheme to them. So it's obvious to tell these alt accounts are all the same person. You just need to use your those investigations I know you don't have to put this together. But instead you thought those 2 people could care less about the situation because you don't.
Hence why, after this, I didn't really engage with any of this past tweet that was screenshotted by GOGET that accuses me of being a narcissistic, self-righteous asshole. To which I have to say this. If me being a narcissist is me having a platform where I can express how I feel about unfair and unjust things that were basically wholly started from your side, then yes, I am a narcissist, and thank you for realizing this.
No, you're not a narcissist for having a platform where you can talk about stuff that you believe is injustice. What makes you a narcissist is fine to be injustice. You'll see this later. You'll see this a lot later. Show me emotion. Not a single time. Not when you talk about your sibling almost killing themselves. No. When you show any emotion, it's when people said your book was bad. Oh no, your book is bad. You gotta drink fucking bleach now. Fucking Christ, grow the fuck up. Oh my god. I gotta wonder how fucked up your gene pool is if you think that people not liking Sano or not thinking you can use a slur when you could easily end that argument with a single word, like I said earlier. Or Bacon saying the N-word when you also get a feeling with you can sit here and cry, bitch, and moan about all this when you are the only reason this continues. Your ignorance is why. After you talk about nobody needs to know. My family shit later. Nobody needs to know that. You're just talking for no reason because you can't handle shit privately. You refused my call 8 months ago. Again when you didn't reach out to Crybaby when honestly you owed her an apology for treating her so poorly. And there's other things like that. You had every ability to end this at so many times and you didn't. Because you want the last word. You want to be in the right. That's what makes you a narcissist. I don't care about being in the right. I don't care about my ego. I don't care about any of it. I am here cutting out the useless drivel you spew in this entire video. Making it digestible. Even digestible is 50 fucking minutes long. Oh, 55 minutes long to be exact. 56, 7, I don't know. And it's just you crying about nothing. Oh no, people don't agree with me. Oh no, people don't agree with me. Oh no, people don't like Sano. Oh no, people are gonna call Sano the Arsala and sensitive and snowflake. I'm not gonna say the last. Little princess that deserves your book. Your achieve to achieve because you don't deserve it. Oh, so bad. Yeah, buddy.
Instead of using the narcissist throughout the situation and put time toward growth, but I guess I'm expecting too much. Consider yourself to always be right and always correct, despite the situation situation saying otherwise to many, many people.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I was right about everything in this entire situation. I'm not gonna sit and say that. That's stupid. I will say that when people, namely my siblings, my partner, my friends, when they come to me with an issue, I will be an adult and talk it out with them. I will show them that my bonds are not so fragile, so paper thin, so fucking trash that I will toss them out the moment we disagree on something. I will say I have fought to defend my friends' rights to do what they do every day, which is exist. I can safely say that if doing all I do to help people makes me feel being right, it's not that I want to be right, it's that every time I want to be wrong sometimes. And I admitted when I was wrong in this situation earlier. But you can't sit here and say that you are in the right once to think about how shit actually matters. Nothing. It's garbage by your fucking dick licker. Why I changed you wanted to go get 777? Because in the angelic numbers, it means self-reflection. It's 8 months. Not about you, other things, but I've like, live when people show believe. That's it. Believe. You don't have to make excuses for them. Just believe them. You show me your true colors. You are nothing but a garbage, trash, abysmal human being. And I wish nothing but the worst for you. I don't wish you for your death, because that's just too far. But I wish that you step on a Lego every single day for the rest of your life.
Now we move on to May. In May, exactly May the 12th, I saw this on my timeline from Rebel Dragon, aka Spanish Giovanni, who tweeted out, "Jesus Christ, what did I wake up to?" where Rebel showed screenshots of these people impersonating me, to which I reached out privately and replied under publicly because I felt if I didn't do this, then people would think that I was the one who was saying those things in the screenshots, which were awful things. To which I want to bring up a thread that GOGET later then made, along with something that they also brought out to the public as well. In their tweet thread, they go on to say that I had this need to victimize myself, to which I need to correct the record and state that I am 100% not a victim.
Great, you don't want to be a victim. Good. Stop victimizing yourself, because earlier in this video, I cut it out, but for about 5 minutes, you talk about how you're the product of pedophilia, about how you have PTSD, and later, I know say you butch over people saying your book was trash. That nothing to waste being blown out of proportion. Give yourself. I mean, explain our way. And nobody in that situation was about that actually. Yeah. You say when other people. So, but yeah, it's just I thought it'd be funny. Apparently, you were upset about it. So,
I'm gonna be honest here. Cosmic takes things way too seriously here and there, just like I do. But at least I ask if they're being serious or facetious, aka sarcastic, or just trying to be funny. So, yeah.
I don't know what to tell you there. Grow up, grow a, I don't know what the female equivalent of balls would be, but you get what I mean.
I believe it would be melons. I'm not sure. But, yeah.
You get what I'm saying. Don't be so sensitive. Grow thicker skin. I hate to say this, but go into a COD lobby for a little bit and just sit down, listen to what they say, and get used to it. That's not to say you should take that. Obviously, you shouldn't just sit down and take abuse. I'm saying you gotta be able to let blows grow off of you, or you're just gonna be spend your entire life like this neat, and spend your time crying about nothing. Just victimize yourself online for views and entertainment.
I don't consider myself to be a victim and have a victim. Instead of shouting mouth and the things I say to fit your focus to make me a victim, that means capable of acknowledging your actions to have been harmful to those.
I am capable of reading how you speak, how you act, acting like a victim. You don't want to become a victim, don't act like one.
Again, I am not. I will not accept myself in this entire situation when there's no victimization in this. There's the fact of the situation. And I did this. Let's compare the screenshots that were made to the screenshots Rebel posted. Mind that whilst I can't pull them up, we can see what will prove. In terms of Crybaby's screenshots, you can clearly tell, regardless of if I had the actual screenshots or not, that the font in the fake screenshots from back in what I would assume to be 2022 is clearly different from the standard Discord font, and you can clearly tell that the screenshots
Back in 2022, the font was different on Discord. They couldn't keep paying for the font that they had at the time, so they changed it. Shit happens.
are inconsistent. You can also see in the next screenshot that was provided by GOGET that was about Pigeon.
Also, funny enough, there are mods for Discord that changes fonts and how it looks. It's not something new, it's something that has been around for years.
And the screenshots in this clearly shows things that are ironically out of context. Whilst I cannot access the entire conversation, I can provide my recollection of that event, and it was a joke between myself, Crybaby, and Pigeon as far as I recall. I definitely remember Pigeon laughing along, and I definitely remember it being an inside joke between the three of us. That's what I recall. I know I can't provide screenshots of the entire conversation, but I have, again, literally no reason to lie about this, and I think it would be foolish of me to lie, since it would damage me more if I lied, and I'm very aware of this, which is why, throughout this entire thing, I have stayed truthful to what I believe to be the absolute maximum, and have tried to show as much as possible. Between these screenshots to me, but everyone knew comments were made by my sister, meaning that nobody pigeons. TNT Reddit showed that I did not have knowledge about, didn't consent to the possibility that those did not know about the situation would have been.
The fun was, I was second one. Fine. Also, nobody knew was saying that. No, nobody was saying that. Knew it was fake because everyone was laughing about it. The only people who were active were the people who were down. Kind of like how you were joking on that ironic context. So that one took a context. Your consent is at your expense. It is not a factor to being consenting to it. If you think it is, not Crybaby, I'm saying cosmic. Because I for a fact, people being when I point out it's been your law is you always feel like when that way was helping you. Isn't to just being just
I gave a copy of my book for Christmas, and along with other things held by my own June 4, 2004 about my book, I had this mistake giving her a copy of my book because it's clear to me that these people being fake in front of my face, and that I was the guy who fell for my creative projects. Tell me when I first bring it up to you about it when you clearly didn't. Sorry. I've been seeing my book getting back to the motive over these last months. You honestly don't know my book and who have read it.
I haven't read your book yet. I just started it, so I'll be giving you a full in the next. So you didn't get that out. I'll also be doing live, well not live, it'll be live readings of it with my friends, so they can also give you their opinion. Also, why would you admit, from what I've read, it's good. As I put it, as you can see, I've read some of it, based on the fact I could point out still colored. I mean about that when we get to that, change it to back to read it. Judgment reading it over. So I'm going to have to my review. I don't even know how to can survey on the it also sucks, like the past.
The final one, I decided to type out another could have come to me in, but no, apparently you don't have any ways to resolve things with me. To which I added my main account.
Okay. Okay. This is hypocritical. This is hypocritical. You say that you were gonna work things out, Cosmic, yet you denied or ignored the request of a call or GC with GOGET. You are very fucking hypocritical.
Because it was the only one of the three that wasn't in on my main account, and I said that the least that could have been done is to give me my stuff back. To which I'm told that she didn't want to resolve things with me, and to shut up multiple times, and I honestly got sick of the attitude that was being presented toward me, because I began holding her to her words and saying that unless she had an update regarding my stuff, that she should shut up.
Now before this, Cosmic mentioned sending a voice message, okay? Why am I under the belief that the voice message was actually Cosmic just saying send me my stuff? Because that's all Cosmic cares about. Even in that situation, oh look, it's a chat where you could have ended this. Crybaby made it clear that the only way she'd want to talk to you is if she got an apology. I don't know why you're over here acting like it's shocking that Crybaby didn't want to talk to you. You're really inconsistent in your ability to read. I don't understand why. I really don't understand why. Is it reading or is it the comprehension of what's being said? Where's the disconnect, buddy?
I then moved on over to the second group chat, and I say that there was no need to bring up things that were irrelevant to the current conversation, and requested that she be the adult that she claimed that I wasn't being.
You are 23, basically. You are almost 10 years her senior. And you're over here acting like she has to be the adult because you don't want to be. No, it is your responsibility as a 20 want. It is your responsibility, not the adults. I don't know why you think all of a sudden, you should act like a 23-year-old acting like a petulant child. Grow up.
May 2024, gets to say Nick said this about her sister almost self-deleting, which was followed by this on May 21st, 2024, where GOGET then said said that I acted like my sister wanted really irks me because this screenshot has been taken out of context, and now my own mother and brother have disowned me because of this.
Two things. One, ha, you got disowned over being an idiot online. That's funny. That's funny as shit. Second, you say it was taken out of context, but let's read the actual screenshot, shall we? Before Ghost messaged you, it's a message that doesn't matter, okay? Then Ghost messaged you, saying wakey wakey, ad deleted you. An account you've established was and in the Google Doc, so you can't say otherwise. Wake up right now. Why is it whenever I try to do something, they try to either throw it back in my face or try to kill themselves unironically? And then afterwards, I don't know, man. I don't think they did that because y'all hung out today. Maybe she just been having a bad time, I guess. How is this taken out of context? Explain to me what context this can be put in that makes it look anything but what I said. Please, because you've yet to do that. Your defense in your Google blaming your parents for it, which was inaccurate to begin with. Now I'm willing to bet your defense in this video will also be really blame. That's the blame did it was not what was said. It was acted like something. I'm sorry. Like don't act. That has nothing to do with what I claimed. Nor to do with what I because okay. On your clock, okay? The 5 p.m. 5 p.m. my time. You would my time, you would have been asleep. But before then, this is irrelevant to what was happening after then. Yeah, so the conversation with people prove what I said. All I did was I fucked up because your claim. Because if you look at time, it is either 1 but like 12 but my time to respond, which is about 3 hours later. What do you think your difference for this point in the future?
The comment that goes in response and say that they think I'm just a shitty person because
great, you understand what you have been said. That's it. That's because they're not but
or I took some time and looked at it and again if you're being a predator very wrong on multiple levels. Just
understand that if they continue to act like a victim again, proving yourself. Now, why is us not liking you, and why you felt a need to pay followed by one of us needs to defend ourselves. The other one could have shut up and I would have stopped. Said that, and I'm not giving you the last word. So, just than any children typically. As faith or like this calling you a pedophile unless you're looking to be probably bad.
So, as the final thing, the rest I do is wasn't anything contained my family together. I solved one sure the mother, I'm a sick person who's going to attempt as this with see from the things that I saw. So just attempt warning during this situation while staying live in my life after I go into it, but there's mentions and very detailed in my life. So content warning for that.
I do want to get into warning for because it is for the most part is about the family, and I don't think this should public itself from not knowing much about it is probably demonized, but it's just my yes. But maybe it's about
Then I messaged the chat that crybaby shared, and this is when I realized this being planned in crybaby's part. As I put my stream schedule in the week, I got this in 2000. This was very, very checkable.
Hi, I'm about women about the justice of papers that we kind of about fudge. Then after that, I'll get to it. Get angry. Through it. Speak about stuff in it for a couple of days. And happened. On Daisy Stream, it was not premeditated, and I was what was not done. Shitty time. Happened. Any other streamer would have had sex with Mather.
Got me that and I wrote a like I right desk with, and I was ready to basically pour it in, pour it in a day.
Including this part, your product rate, the part where you say you have PTSD, if you wanted the facts, you would stick to the facts, not this stuff. Now, that because we have the right to talk about this stuff, I'm not this stuff because we can talk about to say on the emotion or like right to hurt people. I say that my feelings over this matter. Which, if you want talking about it, I'm disappointed in you, Cosmic. Just completely. I have nothing else to say about it. I'm disappointed. And you want to make time. You want it for sympathy, not for anything else. The rest of that section was debating, talking about how suicidal love that can make you be suicidal. I will say, putting all your family issues out and then crying about it is sympathy baiting, when it didn't need to be public. You made it public. That's all. Thank you for watching the video. And even though I don't think I handled this completely right, I cut out a lot of it. If you want to see everything she said, the video will be linked in the description below. See you guys next time. Bye.
I am tired. It is almost 12 a.m. I might stream tomorrow. Don't know. Because I want to review a few more GOGET videos. Like, probably one. I got the go ahead on this one. So why not? Anyways, I'm gonna stop being a little crybaby right now because I'm tired. And I'm going to do what I do best and just do whatever I do. Because I have wires everywhere and I'm really tired. In the near future, I might stop using Restream because I have to pay for a lot of features that I don't want to. Right now, I could pay for it, but I just don't want to. By the way, if you join my Discord at discord.gg, hold on, let me get the stream up on my Chromebook real quick. Discord, sorry again. I am flitting through all my servers. I have multiple servers, but yeah. Let me go to the invites of my server. Discord.gg RWFHXNFDD5. We are hosting and holding a You Laugh, You Lose this weekend. So if you join us in the server, yeah. It will be on twitch.tv/beanbabs_. And yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I'm just gonna give my honest opinion of the video GOGET made real quick. Basically, I think that GOGET is based as fuck. It's been 2 hours, but that's fine. But GOGET, if you reach this point, you are based as fuck. I salute ya. But I'm being serious. If you ever do want to read a book without ever getting interrupted by anyone, I'll gladly listen. Because I am not picky. But, again, you're based in a good way. Because I don't know, to be honest here, I don't know what based means most of the fucking time. But, yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. If you did, please go check. And if you didn't, I guess if you didn't like it, don't put a reaction to it, I guess. I don't know. I'm tired. It's been a long day. as a matter of fact, actually a long week, because I was made fun of today by some idiot who was thinking that it was okay for someone else to steal an OC of someone else's. Yeah! But anyways, thank you for watching. I might stop you doing these very long streams. I am so sorry it took so long. Anyways, that was me reacting to GOGET's video. I don't remember the name of it. Fuck. Oh, now I do. Yeah. Anyways, have a good day, or night, or weekend, or week, or whatever. I am Bielze, signing out.